you guys doing? About 7-8 minutes away from work. Yes, I just passed that awesome, like horrific traffic jam, but now I'm cruising along. So as you're aware, this is kind of an architecture blog. Just sharing my thoughts about my journey, my passion, my whatever relates to architect. It's going to be in this blog. Something that it's been in my brain, it's something in my mind all day, and it hasn't been changing. That architect is an art. I strongly believe that, but it's a different kind of art that people might think. Like, you know, portrait painting job, photography painting job, those kind of a little, you know, creativity. It is art. And being an architect, it is an art as well. This is what I believe in. But different kind of art, as I mentioned, because people can actually use that art, use that space to have a lifestyle for their style, you know. We as an architect, I believe that we design for people. It's not for yourself, you know, it's not to show off to say, look at this amazing building. Or, you know, like, I designed this shit, you know, and those kind of things. It's great, you know, I want to be that way. But my first priority, when I think about architect, or becoming an architect, or even to just design, you know, a building, my first thing to come is that, who am I designing for? Who's going to be using this space? Who is actually going to be using it? Is it going to be young, old, middle-aged people, student? Doesn't matter who it is. Every person has a different life, different lifestyle, and different needs on their life. And we, as an architect, I believe, we can provide them one and enhance their lifestyle. And this is what we do, I believe, because otherwise we don't need us. They just can, you know, hire a draftsman and build a house that is completely doesn't suit to their lifestyle. So for example, if a person is a painter, I will give them a space, a awesome sufficient space for them to paint, a room of paint, a paint that they can be motivated on, they can, you know, to be influenced by something, and they have their own space or creativity in their room. I will give them the space, but I will listen to their story on what they want, what they do, rather than go and say, this is what you need, this is what you want, because you do this and this and this. No, I do things like, you know, and personally, this is what I do. I'll ask questions. I say, okay, before I want to begin, what is your life? What do you do? What do you do for fun? What do you do for fun? What do you do for living? And what do you do when you get home? Do you work outside the home? Do you work at home? Everybody has a different kind of a lifestyle at the moment. There's no such thing as everybody goes out and work. Nowadays, people freelance. People work at home, you know? You gotta suit their needs. You gotta suit their lifestyle. And it's an art for us to do it because we design for them. And we design for them with their style. We design for them with their needs. And that's an art for me too. And for us, we design some crazy shit. We like say, okay, I did this design because it suits you. And this is very unique. And I don't see many people does this kind of a style, but I wanted to do this for you because it gives you a better space, better quality of life. And you can use that space. And it's an art for me because because it's something that people can use in that space, that people can interact, people can feel, people can actually can be in that spot and not feeling like, oh, you know what, actually this is a really good spot. I feel in its own, okay, I can work. I have provided that space for them. Space is an art for me. Being an architect, it's all about space, okay? You're like understanding how did I make them feel if you come into the space. And that's our profession, that's our art, because that's what we're good at. We kind of psychologically kind of might think about that as, okay, I have imagined this space, let me sit down here in this space. What do I feel? I feel claustrophobic. I feel very closed up. Okay, what if I change the materials in this space? Or maybe if I open up a little bit, what do I feel like? Okay, yeah, actually I feel much better. Maybe you'll love this space because you feel the natural light comes in. You feel this wall is very, unique in the style. You have this kind of a nice way of like, feeling this way, feeling this way, feeling this way. Okay, let me test it out. And then you tested it. And you gave them the space of the feeling. When you're doing a presentation to them, you present to them. And then you gave them my thoughts, my journey on why I did this, because I believe that this will benefit your lifestyle because of this and this and this. And what do you think of this space? And they'll be like, you know what? They'll be like, yeah, that's awesome. And that's an art. That's an art that you're actually thinking about how they live, and then giving them a space to provide to make them feel that, you know what? I can see myself in that space. I can see myself painting. I can see myself working. I can see myself enjoying. I can see myself, my kids are actually having fun in this room. And that's an art. An art that it's our profession that what we can do. It's a creativity of our mind. That's what I love about being an architect, because whatever that you feel that what I can give to them, I can actually give to them and make them feel that, oh, actually they're feeling this, they're actually doing this, what I'm expecting them to do without even asking. And it's like, I'll put this there and see what they do, and I'm expecting to do this, and they do it. It's a great feeling. It's something that makes me feel like, you know what, I created this, I made them for them, and it feels really, really good. And that's an art because you made that space. That's why I love becoming an architect, because my number one reason is because I want to make other people's life more enhanced. I want to enhance their lifestyle. I'm not concerned about building a big tall building and become one of the biggest architects in the world, those kind of things. Well, that'd be cool, but I want to do it for a reason. I don't want to do it to show off or that kind of thing. I want to become recognized that I actually do think about people, that when I design things, I design for individuals. Everybody lives in a different life. That's why I love becoming an architect. I want to design for people that I believe that this is what they want based on their story. I'll listen to their story, and then I'll create the art just for them to live in a space that what they want, what they deserve, and how they can enhance their space. That's my art. That's how I see as an architect. An architect is an art. Being an architecture is an art. Architecture is an art. It's an art, but different kind of art. Anyway, I'm gonna stop right there. I don't know. I think it's confusing, but this is what I believe on. You gotta design for people. That what they need, you gotta design for them. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta peace out and stay sexy, fellas.